very much for your patience. Looking for Mr. Poch.
Hiya, hiya.
Hi, my name is Javed. I'm the floor manager.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so basically, what I'd like to explain is just I'm sort of very, very unhappy, to be honest, with how your company has treated us since being on holiday with you. To be completely honest, I'd like to take you back to the start, if possible, to the start of the holiday. And sorry, it will take a couple of minutes, but I just want to explain the reasons why I'm now pursuing this and taking it further. When we arrived to the hotel originally in Jamaica, we got there and there was no hot water at all in the hotel. There was actually points where there was no running water. Now, this was an ongoing issue which you can see reviews all over TripAdvisor with people complaining weeks prior to this actually happening. The fact that the hotel was losing hot water because they were building a new development next door. So we got there and obviously there was no hot water, so we stayed there the first night, not a problem. Obviously no hot water the next morning, so we went to the hotel manager, explained obviously that there was no hot water. We were told, yep, there was a burst pipe, it would be fixed by that evening. That evening, again, still no hot water whatsoever. Now, this basically carried on for the whole time we were there. For the week that we were there was no hot water whatsoever. Now, I was speaking back and forward to the UK with the TUI. My wife became ill while we were over there with a chest infection because of the fact she couldn't have any hot water. The fact that they couldn't clean, they couldn't wash anything, they couldn't prepare food properly because obviously there was no hot water on the whole complex. Now, it took until the Friday for us to finally be moved, basically, after many complaints, many meetings with hotel managers, with your representative over there. And when we actually got to the point of where we could move hotels, we were told that, right, we'll move you to a hotel with hot water, but you have to sign to accept this as compensation, otherwise we will not move you to another hotel. Now, this I feel is blackmail, basically. There was many other guests in there. Guests should not have been getting sent to that hotel, considering that it had been happening weeks prior. Duty of care and health and safety to your guests. You shouldn't have been sending them there. Now, we were then told, basically, I'm very sorry, but unless you sign this disclaimer saying that you're happy that you will have to accept a hotel move as compensation, even though there's no hot water in this hotel, they would not move us. It was only when I told them that I actually had every conversation recorded on my phone, as I'm recording this one as well, and basically that they were blackmailing us. They were telling us that they would not move us to another hotel with hot water unless we signed to say that we accept that as compensation, which is quite frankly disgusting and illegal. To be fair, that you're not allowed to do that. If you can't provide those facilities to the customers, you have to move them out of a duty of care. Also, from health and safety point of view, you have to. So after this, obviously speaking with the manager over there, she finally agreed to move us to another hotel a week into holiday. So a week into holiday, we've not been in the sun, we've not done anything, we've spent every single day in that lobby. So we finally, back and forward, finally actually get moved to another hotel a week into holiday. By this point, the holiday was completely ruined. We asked and said, can we just come home? We don't want to be there. We'd like to come home. To which obviously it was a case of, well, you have to pay to come home. So we got moved to another hotel, stayed there. It was then agreed that basically TUI would refund the £1,100. I wasn't happy with the £1,100, but it was a case of everything was ruined. We just wanted to get it done now and get over with it. We've now got home. We're 8 weeks later down the line, and we've still got no money. We rung up after 28 days, spoke to customer services at your end there, and we're told, yep, not a problem. It will be there within 7 days. There's been an issue with the cheque. So we waited another 7 days, and nothing. Rung up again. Where's this cheque? Oh, there's a problem. The cheque was raised twice. It's going to be with you within another 7 days. Okay, so I said, well, what happens if it doesn't? Oh, we promise you it will do. We've waited another 10 days, rung up again, where's this cheque? Oh, sorry, it's going to be another 2 weeks, at least another 2 weeks. Well, I just think it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. I think the fact that over there, they were bribing and blackmailing guests, saying that they have to accept compensation of £100, otherwise they were being stranded and left in the hotels. Now, I've got all of this recorded on my phone. I've been to APTA, and I've now raised a complaint and sent them all of the recordings. I've also sent them video footage of the shower showing no hot water, the fact that there was plaster, because we complained 4 times that our shower wasn't even working, so we couldn't even have a cold shower, and that plaster was falling down off the ceiling onto us, which again I've got all recorded on my phone, along with photos. We complained about the fact that we couldn't hear anything in the room because it was so noisy. We were outside of karaoke. Again, I've got video footage of us in the room where you can hardly hear anything from where you're literally outside of karaoke. Now, basically, at one point I was happy to accept that £1,100, and now I'm not. Is the honest truth. I've been to ABTA. I'm gonna go to the national newspapers. I'm also gonna go to Watchdog, which is a national television program, which I've been in contact with them about. I feel that I should be getting all of my money back. The stress that this has caused this holiday. We've been away for 2 weeks. We didn't have a good time when we were away, unfortunately. We've now come back and we've now had to chase you and spend God knows how much time ringing you and badgering you for money that you've promised us. I've got a signed agreement from yourselves saying that it would be with myself within 28 days. And obviously you haven't adhered to that even. And I think it's disgusting how you're treating your customers, basically. I know it's not your fault, and I apologise if I'm irate to you. But obviously you're the only person that I can speak to, and I want something resolved now because I'm taking this further, and I will be taking legal advice. The fact that I've got representatives and your manager over there blackmailing blackmailing guests, telling them that they have to stay in a hotel with no cold water, no hot water, no amenities, and basically willing to put guests illness at risk and health at risk by making someone stay in a hotel without hot water, where they can't clean your plates. There was no hot, basically towels being brought to the hotels. How were they preparing food if they've got no hot water, and how are they cleaning rooms? It was disgusting, to be completely honest with you. And now I'm at a point now where I want you guys to stand up and say, right, okay, we were in the wrong and we're now willing to do something about it. And that's it. Simple as that, really.
Like, first of all, Mr. Porsche, I'm so sorry for all this inconvenience.
Yeah.
The service which we have received, I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, thank you.
And as per my record, I can see that there was a check of £2,200 which was raised, as I can see here.
Right.
But it's been a long time. It was raised in the month of October.
Exactly.
I haven't got that yet. I'm so sorry because this was raised overseas. So even we don't have much access. Like, we have a sheet. If any payment raised, we can check that.
Yeah.
But if anything raised overseas, then we don't have access to check that. So we have to be dependent on the head office team to, get their response, and then we can let you know what exactly happening with your payment. So I can see that was initially done. It was forwarded to our head office team to check what exactly is happening with your payment, which is I'm going to do again. And I'm going to ask them to check about that once again so we can look and we can give you a response. And if you're still not happy with the amount which was raised, which was £2,200, if you're still not happy with that, then I have an option there that I can further escalate this to our next level team, which is our high profile team, and also called as directors team. They can look into your matter again and they can give you a response. But again, it will take some more time for them to give you a response because it would be kind of a fresh case for them because they don't work as per the investigation done by us. They do their own investigation.
Yeah. So are they able to contact me? Because as I say, we've been ringing yourselves now and complaining for this for over 4 weeks now. And nothing's been resolved. No one's come back to us. Nothing at all. So I feel like as soon as I put the phone down again, nothing's going to be resolved. It will be me chasing you again in a week's time. Now, as I say, this is for me quite a high profile thing. I've got your management and your team actually blackmailing staff, telling them they have to stay at this hotel hot water unless they're willing to sign a disclaimer to say they will accept the hotel as compensation. Now, to me, I believe that's illegal. I don't believe that you're allowed to do that. And as I say, I would consider your team to be getting onto this as quick as, because, as I say, I've now gone to ABTA, I've reported this, and I've also sent them all of the information and all the videos, and also, as I say, I will be going to, well, I've already spoken to one national newspaper and also a massive company called Watchdog, which back in the UK is a huge television programme regarding companies that are basically treating customers unfairly, which is watched by, I believe, over 10 million viewers. Now, I'm basically warning you and saying that, I want your team to be getting on contact because I don't want them coming back to me saying, well, why have you done this? Why have you breached your contract? And you've signed to say you're happy to take £1,100 and now you've gone elsewhere and, complained further. Well, I've done this because I feel like I've been left no opportunity and no option because of the fact that nothing's been resolved and no one's come back to me 8 weeks prior now to coming back from the holiday. So I would, if I were you, I'm just saying that I would like you to get involved and get speaking to someone, and I would like someone to contact me as soon as possible, because if not, this will be going, I will be taking this to legal and I will be taking it to court.
No, I definitely understand your point, and I will mention this to contact you as soon as possible.
Yeah. I can,
So I'll advise them
yeah.
that you're not happy with the response and the amount which was offered. So,
Well, it's not that. It's the fact of the blackmail. The fact that I've got recordings on my phone of your members of staff telling customers that they have to stay in a hotel with cold water unless they're going to accept this, which is illegal. And I've got those recordings, which I can quite happily forward over to them, which I've forwarded to ABTA as well. So, if they want information, they want, proof, shall I say, of what their staff are doing, well, whether they know about it or not, which I'm pretty sure they will do, then, I can forward that to them as well. But, it's something I think that they should certainly investigate because it's illegal what they've done. Simple as that. All right?
no, I can understand.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'll forward this message to them.
So what will be the next course of action? What will happen? What can I expect to happen now?
Okay. So now, as I'll forward this to our next level department, they'll do their own investigation, and this might take, I'm not sure, but this might take maximum 28 days to give you a proper response because they do their own
Yeah.
investigation, as I told you.
So another month again,
And
okay?
yeah, and once they investigate and give you a proper response, so for example, if they are ready to offer you anything more than this, they will let you know, or else if they say, no, this is the maximum we can offer you, whatever the response is, they'll let you know about that.
Okay. Well, so I can expect a response within 28 days. And if I haven't, who can I speak to? Is there anyone that I can speak to directly about this? Because obviously all I can do is ring you guys, which have to speak to them. And, as I say, I'm going to the newspapers, I'm going to television programs and things like that about this. So, I'd like to get this resolved as soon as possible, really. But if they want to wait another month, then that's not a problem with me. I'll have to,
Like I